are in Toronto. This is actually my walk to and from work. Right now you're seeing it pretty much in the dead of winter, even though it looks gorgeous today. Springtime, everything's blooming, and then summer, everything is just popping, and it's so busy, and everybody's coming here all the time. A bunch of people bring their dogs. And then obviously winter, seeing it a little more dilapidated, but still pretty, and still a nice place for people to come. I was born in Minnesota, Minneapolis to be exact. My mom was a teacher. She studied like classical singing and music and piano, so my family's very, very musical. My dad actually passed away when I was young, but he was a musician as well as an artist. My mother and I moved down to Texas to a small town with my aunt and my cousin, who became basically my sister, because obviously we lived together for 10 years. We also lived with my grandparents at the time, so it was like a very family-oriented environment at home. Graduated high school there, did one semester of university, but ended up staying in the relationship with my like high school sweetheart. So me and him dropped out of university. We ended up moving back to Texas. Through my like retail career where I just started entry level, we ended up moving back to Minnesota with my mom because she was having some health issues at the time. Ended up getting a promotion at work, which built my confidence enough to break up with said boyfriend. And then me and my best friend moved to New York City because we were young and single, and why not? No job, no apartment, no nothing. I worked at a hair salon for a couple years, couldn't do the thing that I was expecting my team to do. So I realized it just wasn't a great environment for like my own mental health. I got the email to do the first round interview in New York City. I ended up asking who like I guess runs this company, and she was like, well, I run like my branch of it. I run my project. And it was so inspiring to me coming from like clothing retail where it was mainly women heavy, and then the hair salon it was mainly women heavy. And then I was like, perfect, I want somewhere where women can grow and be appreciated and work hard. Being able to do that on the time scale you want to, it all comes down to how hard you work and how much effort you put into it, but it's all relying on you and what you get out of it. Having everything really come down to you and like how you interact, how you work, how you think about yourself, how you talk about yourself. That was my biggest opportunity for growth, as I like to say, because I don't like to call it a weakness. I didn't realize quite how broken my confidence was. It took a lot to get to the right level, to be the kind of person that I needed to be for my team. Moved up here 2 years ago. It feels amazing to be part of that, I guess, core team that was originally here and see what we built from it. My mom came up to visit, her seeing the office, meeting everybody. She's like, wow, you have like a nice little like family up here. That's all I was worried about. Like, she just wants me to have a good community of people around me. And she was like, oh, I see how phenomenal these people are. Great, you have a support system? I'm not worried. We have a family cabin in northern Minnesota that I want to help renovate, but it's part of our family legacy. We've had 3 generations of people there now coming together every August for our family reunions, and I want to make sure I'm putting money back into that to help it stay for multiple more generations. The next step is opening my office and working with a nonprofit focused on mental health and suicide prevention. Because my dad, he passed away, he did commit suicide when I was 11 years old, and I want to give like resources for people who are struggling like that. Like, everyone should have a right to express their feelings in different ways and work through what they need to work through, because everyone who's born, who's here, deserves to be here. Always look to learn and always look to expand your network, because the more we're exposing ourselves to different situations, to different people, the more we learn about ourselves, and in turn, the more we learn about the world like around us. It's okay to just take a step to the side and laugh, because even if it feels really serious right now, think about the grand scheme of things. We are like a speck of dust on a planet and a solar system. You should just look to be nice to the people around you, give them forgiveness, give them hope, give them love. Because usually it's the people who aren't asking for it that need that love the most, in whatever capacity we can. Now, don't let yourself be taken advantage of, but why not look to put a little bit more good in the world, because that's what the world is going to give you back.